Ribeye steak cooked with pepperoni and marinara sauce, topped with provolone cheese, and placed on a fresh baked Italian roll. The General Store on 24 in Lewis.
Headlines you can't get through your day without. On Power 101.7.
There's a crazy story about Wiz Khalifa that we're going to talk about after 7 o'clock.
Really?
Yeah, Wiz Khalifa going off on a DJ in the club. So we're going to talk about it after 7 o'clock. Look, I need all my DJs to check in too. So get ready. I posted it up on my Facebook last night.
Did he have a request?
And people were going back and forth. So we'll talk about it on the way.
Okay. All right.
A lot of DJs pissed off at Wiz Khalifa.
Oh. It's one thing I learned. You shouldn't mess with a DJ at the club.
Okay. Well, a lot of strong opinions from some DJs about Wiz Khalifa.
The party going, right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. There is no party without the DJ.
Right.
When you go to a club.
Right.
So why are you going to go up there and disrespect the DJ? You know what I'm saying? Everybody takes that for granted.
What happened?
So we'll talk about it after 7.
Okay.
We'll open the text line, open the phone lines. It's Get Ready, Get Geed.
Okay.
Jess, what's going on today?
All right. The leader of the Al-Qaeda terrorist group has been killed by a U.S. drone strike in Afghanistan. The death is said to be the biggest strike against the terrorist group since the death of Osama bin Laden in 2011. The mission was reportedly carried out by the CIA, but agency officials declined to comment on that matter.
Did President Biden come out and like...
He had some brief remarks from the White House, yes.
Okay, I was going to say, if that happens, he's got to come out and like kind of front that a little, like flex a little bit.
Has been delivered, and this terrorist leader is no more.
Yeah, I got to find that clip because he's got to come out and flex that a little bit.
I know that he is, isolated at the White House right now, but I did not see his brief remarks from the White House.
Oh, here we go. I think I'm pulling it up. Again, Biden addresses the nation after U.S. strike in Afghanistan killed a top Al-Qaeda leader, and this happened yesterday.
Yeah.
The biggest since Osama bin Laden?
Yep, the mission was reportedly carried out by the CIA, but the agency officials right now are declining to comment on the matter.
Okay, here we go.
Americans. On Saturday, at my direction, the United States successfully concluded an airstrike in Kabul, Afghanistan that killed the emir of Al-Qaeda, Ayman al-Zawahiri. Zawahiri was bin Laden's leader. He was with him the whole time. He was his number 2 man, his deputy at the time the terrorist attack of 9/11. He was deeply involved in the planning of 9/11. One of the most responsible for the attacks that murdered 2,977 people on American soil. For decades, he was the mastermind behind attacks against Americans, including the bombing of the USS Cole in 2000, which killed 17 American sailors and wounded dozens more. He played a key role in the bombing of U.S. embassies in Kenya and Tanzania, killing 224 and wounding over 4,500 others. He carved a trail of murder and violence against American citizens, American service members, American diplomats, and American interests. And since the United States delivered justice to bin Laden 11 years ago, Zawahiri has been a leader of Al-Qaeda, the leader. From hiding, he coordinated Al-Qaeda's branches and all around the world, including setting priorities for providing operational guidance that call for and inspired attacks against U.S. targets. He made videos, including in recent weeks, calling for his followers to attack the United States and our allies. Now, justice has been delivered.
Oh, boy.
So there you go. I wonder, watching President Biden come out there, when he and you guys are watching this on Facebook Live, but when he goes like this,
yeah,
or he goes to scratch his forehead or rubs above his eye, does that mean all right, slow the teleprompter down?
Oh, I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
I got to keep an eye on that.
I have no idea.
I wonder if he gives
I
if
thought
that's
there was a bug or a mosquito or something out there.
Then you got fooled.
But that means slow it down.
Yeah. All right, slow it down.
Slow it down.
And there's nothing wrong with reading the teleprompter, because I would go out there and I freeze too. But, you know, I just wonder.
No,
Because
there's
sometimes.
no way with that amount of information that needs to be read that you would just be able to do it off the cuff. Could you? I mean, I couldn't.
No, I'm not good at that. I'm not good at when I get in front of people.
I need the teleprompter.
So when he like goes like this to his upper forehead, that means speed it up. When he goes down, that means slow it down.
Stop.
He gives like little cues.
Now Bill's saying that he knows the speed.
I'm just
Up
wondering.
Here means faster.
I'm
over
just
here
wondering if
means
that's it.
slow it down.
Yeah. I like pay attention to ish.
Interesting.
I don't know. I'm just guessing. I pay attention to
Oh
that
my
ish.
gosh.
But regardless, again, President Biden addresses the nation after the U.S. strike in Afghanistan that killed a top Al Qaeda leader.
Yeah.
So, America today is safer than it was yesterday.
Yep.
So, that's what I like to hear. Jess, next story, please.
Also, at least 37 people have now been confirmed dead, and hundreds more have been located as residents of several eastern Kentucky counties continue to struggle against this catastrophic flooding. State, local, and federal relief workers are on the scenes right now, still continuing to help people with the cleanup, but the rains just have not let up. A Texas man has been given a prison sentence in excess of 7 years for his role in the January 6th attack at the U.S. Capitol. Guy Reffitt wore a camera that recorded his own violent rhetoric during the Trump rally that preceded the riot and then went to the Capitol armed with a gun. In court yesterday, he described himself as an idiot. Also,
As an idiot.
yeah.
That's what he said?
Yeah, well, there were some profanities in there, but that's how he described himself.
All right.
Yeah, but he has now received 7 years in prison.
He
for
said
that
he
attack.
said I was an idiot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. The wildfire in Northern California, the national forest there, is 0% contained late yesterday. Despite the efforts of about 650 firefighters, 2 bodies were recovered from a car parked in a driveway at the edge of the park. More than 2,000 residents right now have been urged to evacuate. Some breaking news that took place last night here locally. Emergency officials in downtown Seaford were currently on the scene of a shocking crash of a car that appeared to have plowed into a local store. It happened Monday evening between 8 and 9 p.m. at the Nylon Capital Shopping Center in downtown Seaford. A car appeared to have drove straight into the sewing center establishment on 1022 West Stein Highway. Photos are now trending online. They must have, been speeding. People were speculating, but they're not sure how the crash happened, though. The driver was removed from the vehicle. We're not sure on their condition at this time. We are going to continue to follow this story as it develops and more information gets released. Some sad news to report. A criminal investigation is underway after police say that a man was found dead early Sunday morning in Lincoln. Troopers received a report at around 1:30 a.m. regarding a subject lying in the roadway in the area of Statenville Road, West North Union Church Road. On arrival, troopers found an unknown male, deceased. The subject has not been identified and the investigation is ongoing at this time. But if anyone has any information, please call Delaware Crime Stoppers at 1-800-TIP-3333. And some exciting news to report. Del Mar's Mid-Atlantic Little League softball champs are set out to take on the World Series, baby.
Well, go ahead.
How exciting is that? Their coach says that this is a huge win for the city of Del Mar. They are now on to the World Series. The girls, they just say that all they want to do is just win it all and bring the trophy home. The game will take place on August the 9th in Greenville, North Carolina. Of course, we're all wishing the team, just the best of luck. They're doing some fundraisers at Del Mar Pizza. They want the community to come on out, show their support, and they want to help, get this team and help them travel to the World Series.
Well, shout out to Del Mar and their softball going to the Little League World Series, but we also got to shout out the Senior League World Series, which is taking place in Roxana.
Yeah.
Last night on ESPN Plus, Roxana played Camden.
Okay.
And the reason why there's 2 Delaware teams in the World
Yeah.
Series, I learned this last night because we were trying to figure that out,
Yeah.
is because the host team where the World Series is being hosted always gets in.
Got it. Okay.
which I didn't know that.
All right, I didn't know that either.
So that's how you get 2 Delaware teams
All
playing
right.
in the softball World Series, and this is for Senior League.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it was on ESPN Plus, and Roxana, which is the host team, had a shutout against Camden. It was
Wow.
like it was 10-0.
They were looking sharp.
Yeah, they had a shutout after the 5th. And shout out to everybody who's in town for the Little League World Series, for the Senior League.
Yeah, this is a big
Softball,
deal.
yes, and huge. Governor John Carney was out there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was packed, and it's really, really cool to watch it on ESPN Plus.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then also Berlin Junior League.
How are they making out?
They're still they hadn't started yet. They're still
Okay.
raising money
All right.
in order to continue on to go to the regional tournament. So
That is great.
that's for the.
We have a lot
the
of
Junior
talent
League.
here.
Yeah. I'm
We
telling
really
you,
do.
Delmarva and the Eastern Shore
Yeah.
is the mecca of all.
Yep. We have a
this is
lot
like-
of talent.
This is like where it's at, the capital of youth sports. So I'm just saying. 6:52. We'll do a little bit of national sports. We'll do a little bit more coming up next. Right after Lizzo. It's about damn time. Bill and Jessica. Good morning.